What's up, everybody? 3X back in the building once again. Dynasty Warrior 7 Empires. Going through some policies here right now before we get into another battle. Starting with replenishing Sure Eye's troops. Now, if you watched the last playthrough that I did, you would know that she took a lot of damage in the last battle. She actually got knocked out, which depleted, I would say, almost a good half of her troops. So we'll go ahead and give her more reinforcements. And now we go into the War Council here. And Len Ji has a second opinion, demanding the cooperation of another kingdom. I suppose we might have enough strength to be able to intimidate someone else. Tough choice. Defense or intimidation? I think we're gonna go with her idea. When you accept another officer's ideas, that actually bumps up your friendship rating with them a little bit. There's 3 ways that the friendship can be increased. That being either interacting with them, taking their policies and executing them during the War Council, and of course using them in battle. So we're going on the defensive here again. Once more, if you saw the last episode, then you know that Ming Su's kingdom, which is pretty much the majority of the eastern half of China, has been constantly attacking me, trying to push to the west. Obviously, he has to make his way through the Central Plains first, and the only thing standing in his way is me. So we're going on defense here, and as a measure of payback, I'm going to use Sure Eye, who will no doubt look to get a little bit of retribution after taking heavy losses in the last battle. Now, actually, this is not going to be a live commentary, because I actually wound up doing this particular battle online. My brother actually jumped in and wanted to join in on some fun. So, yeah. This is actually me and him getting things done. There you see him, Oz70 NYC, who does actually post some Dynasty Warriors 7 videos on his own channel. I will put a link up there in the description if you want to check him out. And I start off by raping Wei Yang. Now, Sure Eye obviously uses the brand spanking new sword and hook weapon. One of the, well, pretty much the new weapon of the game, as Zhu Shu is the new character of the game. And probably the most overused weapon amongst any as far as edit officers are concerned. If you go online and you're trying to download new characters that other players have uploaded, there's just a disgusting amount of characters who all use the sword and hook. I mean, I know it's a cool weapon and all, but I think I've said this in a previous video. There are other weapons out there that people can use. I mean, I try to use weapons on my characters that make sense for that character. Like if it's a large character, you give them a bigger weapon. You know, you give rulers swords. maybe pole weapons. But some of the characters that I see using the sword and hook just make no kind of sense. But then again, a lot of characters, period, make no kind of sense. I mean, some of the edit officers that you can download are just almost cartoonish in their freakishness. Here's a weapon switch, going from the sword and hook to the chain and sickle. That's pretty much the idea that I have with this character, giving her two similar weapons. Pretty much like ranged weapons. And Chun-Na just got knocked out. See, like I said, it's just one of those things. You can't save everybody. Only thing you can do is focus on your primary objectives. Trying to take bases, trying to take out officers. And if your own officers take hits, they just have to fend for themselves. There are, of course, stratagems that are designed to help other officers in your force, but those are acquired by building up points in the kind, fame type. And I don't actually have too many characters who have that kind, fame type in my army at this point. So it's every man for themselves. So we're advancing forward. Now the map is pretty much split in half. And that was an impressive little move there by my brother using I think that was a Muso for that particular sword. There's like 3 different swords basically, because there are several characters who use the sword, primarily Sun Jian, Sun Jian, Cao Cao. And despite the fact that they all use the same weapon, each character has their own specific characteristics. Like Sun Jian uses fire elements, and I forgot the rest of them, but they all use different elements basically. Kind of gives them a little bit of a differentiation. And there goes the most awesome Muso attack in the entire game. Now, I've actually seen Dynasty Warriors 8 gameplay, and I know that Jushu's Muso attacks have changed between 7 and 8. Which is kind of strange considering the fact that it's only Dynasty Warriors 8 is only the second game that he's being featured in. And they just kind of completely overhauled him. So that right there was a different instance there. The reason why my brother was attacking, he didn't see anything, was obviously that there were enemies in his game that he saw that I didn't. I mean, what can you expect? It's online, so it's kind of like different instances of the same scenario. But whatever. We're moving on here and continuing to whittle down these forces. This time it's not so much about strategy as it's brute force. And now they roll in some reinforcements, even though I think it might be too late for them to make much of a difference right now. We are controlling the map. And I'm just going to pass through the main camp, because I'm not quite done with these guys yet. the more damage you do to your opponents, the more you build up your skill points and EXP towards increasing that character's specific attack abilities, and also their ability to be used in greater capacity. I like that character there, Shui 2. I gotta find her. I have to make her work for me somehow. You can actually do that. You can actually steal officers from other armies without capturing them. You just have to schmooze them over a couple of times first. But yeah. We're kind of deep in enemy territory right now. As if I care. I'm whipping everyone's ass. Bottom line. We are cutting a path through the opposition. And they really don't know what hit them. That's another base. And suddenly they're a little outnumbered. More not so elite troops. Somebody rolled out elite cavalry on our side, so that basically increases the number of characters or number of soldiers that we have on our side. But once again, my army does the work for me without even me having any say in the final battle of taking over the main camp. Hey, whatever works. We did take a whole lot of damage there, though. 43% is a lot. And now Chun Na is injured. Like I said, you get knocked out, you lose the troops. So she's going to be out of action for a while. We'll have to beef her numbers up. I got to beef my entire army's numbers up. But yeah. We still managed to defend our territory again, though, and that's all that matters in the end. So we'll see what happens next time. Probably another defensive battle. I'm never going to get the chance to do anything otherwise. But anyway, stay tuned for the next video, guys. Please like this one, subscribe if you're new, and as always, thanks for watching. Until next time, this is 3X. See ya.